All right, now we're live. Forgot the mic. I knew I was forgetting something. Let's get the link sent. Your channel. Okay. And all right. Do that, and there's one other thing I gotta do. Then we get some trades here. And I'll explain some of the updates we made. Great. All right. Cool. Good morning to everyone. Morning to those watching the replay. Let's get into it a bit. All right. Price very near VWAP, so we'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Should get to, we got a sell signal here. Well, we missed it. We can't take that one. Let's see here. We'll wait. ATR somewhat high this morning. I know we had some news. We can go look at that really fast. GDP finished way better than we thought. Unemployment came in just under what we thought. So all of that should be actually be really good for the markets. Pending home sales, good grief. That's a blowout number. Wow. We'll review that in just a second. No signal here just yet. We have a lot of neutrals. I'll explain that in a moment. Wow. Okay. So pending home sales is huge. Previously it was minus. So I guess we're coming off of a kind of a down month. And I guess, you know what? I guess we're going to February. This isn't March data yet, I don't believe. So we should see a tick up, I guess. Coming off the winter makes sense. Actually, that makes sense. Forecast being way off though doesn't. Final GDP being higher than we thought. Good. Yeah, all that's really good stuff. Okay. Let's see here. Now, I did make some adjustments to the actual strategy. Gabe, what's going on? I did make some adjustments to the actual strategy itself, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. 906. I should get something here. Two neutrals again. I guess price is really chopping. All right. That's fine. I don't want to see this number grow. I'd like to have price give it a real direction, but okay. Okay. We'll wait for, I guess we'll take better trades today. I guess that's going to be what we're doing. But I basically, so for today, mark something here. For today, all I did is we went back and we paired one of our custom models with ChatGPT. So I really like the way ChatGPT would be pretty much neutral on a lot of things. It would be long and then be short, which is great. I like that. And our machine learning models just weren't getting it done when it came to giving us good signals. And so I wanted to try something a little bit different. Next signal we get, we'll take 07. Nothing. All right. So we are chopping, which is fine. I don't mind that we're not getting any good signals right now, but I like to see some. Let's see here. There and there is kind of our chop zone. Looks like we might have price making a run. ATR at 22. This is the highest ATR we've seen in the morning, so that's good. We've been at about 15 or so. April 2nd, which is I believe a Tuesday, we'll get the tariff announcements. That's going to move the markets tremendously. So we'll wait for that one. But that will give us some volume because that will explain kind of where the markets want to go. And that'll give us real direction. All right, let's see. We get two signals here. Okay, I've got myself a short and a neutral. We'll go short right there. Stop. Nice. Awesome. Awesome. Good first trade there. 254. Good. We'll take that. Yo, Kyle was good. Oh, 09 signal. Okay, I've got a lot of neutrals here. I don't love that. So today's going to be a less volumed day. We'll have to work on this. So essentially, just to repeat it for some of you guys who just joined, yo, John, what's good? What's going on? Basically, all I did was update, requested to have, we updated. We were using two machine learning systems, and one of them just wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. And so I got rid of that one, didn't like it, and I opted to go back to ChatGPT. So we have a custom machine learning model, and then we have ChatGPT both signaling. When they signal opposite, we get neutrals. When they signal together, we get something like this. And that was a good trade right there. Really nice. And they tend to disagree a lot. So we're going to have to continue to train the one, and we'll see kind of what happens next. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I have a sell signal here. It's a pretty light one, but we'll take it. Let's see. Lower confidence, rather. Place that there. Okay, price got hit. Okay, we'll take about 30 bucks on that one as well. So good trade there. We'll take that. Give me 1 second. Let me run to the kitchen really quick. We didn't miss anything. It's nice. All right, so good trade there. So we caught this one, skipped this one, caught this one, skipping this one. So we'll take that. We will take that. Okay. See what we got here. Now, this number is going to grow tremendously over the next 2 hours. It's going to grow a lot. So I, again, not a huge fan of a neutral signal, as there is always a correct direction. But I'm okay with it for now. Standing on my mat here, and there we go. Helps. All right. Let's see, 12. I should get two signals here. I have a sell signal. We'll take that. And a neutral. I love the neutral. I tried to place that and I couldn't. 10-point stop here. Let's see. Man, I really am trying to place that stop, but it just won't let me get there. That'd be an L for us. The new signal about 15 seconds, new candle rather. All right, won't matter. All right, 82 bucks for today. All right. Bad signal technically. Okay, new signal here. We have a neutral. Now, personally, I would still like to see long here, long here. I would still like to see that. So we'll see what comes throughout the day. but I would like to see more more long signals if we could. Because yesterday we got stuck on the one side. If you guys remember, yesterday was kind of weird. We ended up figuring it out a little bit and getting it to work for us, but kind of a weird one. So let's see if we can get today to be a little better. 14, I should get 2. 1 neutral, 2 neutrals, man. Okay, so I feel like that's going to end up being long, but we'll see. Okay, we'll wait for that one as well. Keep it rolling here. Okay, 5 seconds to our next signal. We'll just get one. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be a neutral, but we'll be ready for it. 15 signal is delayed. Okay. Neutral, so I thought, which doesn't look like it's bad, but neither one of these. This neutral didn't look like it was a bad one. Neither did, well, this one's turning into a nice short, but I'm okay with that. Price still hovering around VWAP, still within our range that we had before we broke out and we ran back in. So interesting there. VWAP kind of got us. Trying to go short through VWAP is going to be tough. We did it once. We did it twice actually, but the third time was a little tricky. So we didn't get what we were looking for there. All right, let's see if we get a new signal here though. Anytime we're around VWAP, it's going to be real tight, real tricky. So let's see. Okay, 15 or 16 rather, short. $10-point stop. Move it up just a little bit, I guess. Go to 12 points. Let's see. Okay, price certainly looking like it's trying to reverse up a little bit. Let's see if we can get price to run down for us. Here we go. Nice. All right, we made a little bit of money on that one. Not a lot, but not a great signal. Well, I guess we'll see what it ends up finishing as. Hey, not bad. Not bad. 17 signal. Neutral. I don't like that. That should be a short. That should be a short. Okay. All right. We'll wait here, but I think for today we're 3 for 4, which is solid so far. So we certainly are taking way less trades than maybe I would like, but that could be to our benefit. But haven't had any long signals yet, which is fine. Like price is sitting right at VWAP, and we keep testing this zone. Now we do know that 20,000 is a psychological level, or I guess an important level rather. And so we'll see price test that again. It's been used as resistance a couple times and then support once. So we might see price try to test this up here again. We know price has a really tough time breaking through even numbers as well. So 20,100 is an even one. So let's see what we have here. You should get 2 signals, both neutral. Don't love that. But again, we're in this choppiness, so might not be a whole lot to trade just yet. What I really want to see on this is when we get movement that looks like this. Well, I'll just do a trade view. When we get movement that looks something like this over here, this upward move, this I want to make sure that we're calling longs on. As long as we're doing that, I'm good. I mean, and of course, we need to be calling shorts on all of this going down, right? Not all of it, but you get what I mean. This too, like this should all be shorts. And so as long as we're doing this right, I'm cool with not taking trades inside of, some choppiness. I'm okay waiting. If that keeps us safe, it keeps us safe. But we'll wait and see what we get. Okay. Mm. 19 signals is a neutral. So kind of a snooze fest so far this morning. Kind of a snooze fest. You know what? Okay. 20 gives us a flat and a, should get two here. Neutral for both. Okay. Short made more sense. Long made more sense before. Okay. All right. New signal here. I don't love that this thing is just skyrocketing as a number. Would like to see a whole lot more signals be a direction. Would like to see that. Okay. So again, all we did was we got rid of one of our machine learning systems and plugged in Chat GPT. And so when they agree, we get a definite signal. When they disagree, we get a neutral. Part of me thinks that maybe the AI itself, um, our machine learning system might not be signaling the best signals. We'll see. All right. 22 gives me a what? Flat and damn, another neutral. All right. Well, to be honest, to be fair, price hasn't moved a whole lot. I'm looking at this level right here potentially, but we're at VWAP, and so I'm not upset about us not getting 15,000 trades. I don't mind that. Obviously, it's very difficult to be profitable taking a ton of trades, which we've learned. But I would like a little bit more of a prediction. The only signal that I didn't like that we took was this one right here, this green candle right here. This was our only loss. Wasn't a huge fan of this one, but we had a chance to maybe be profitable like twice, and it would have been break even at best. But we had a shot. It didn't work, but we had a shot. So 4 trades in. Let's see what this one wants to be. Price is really just kind of stuck in the mud right now. So we'll see if we can get some updates and see if we can refine this bad boy a little bit. We will find out. Had no long signals, by the way, for 9 a.m. Not a huge fan of that either. Okay, 2 signals here. 24, nope, and no, nothing. Guess I'm okay with this one. My guess was going to be a short anyway, so I'm okay with that. But man, a whole lot of nothing right now. Whole lot of nothing. Five, nothing. All right, snooze fest here. Again, I don't mind the patience as much, but I don't know. This is a newer update, so I don't know if trading all of this nonsense is like just avoid it and we'll try to find the best ones we can, or if we have a real issue where like we are calling neutrals for everything. Which when I saw the initial update, I, uh, I thought we had a lot of good direction. So maybe this is just going to be while we sit between kind of these 2 points, and then mainly VWAP being the third. We'll see. Okay, we'll get 2 signals here. Ideally, we get price to run out of this little zone here, and we can take something. Okay, new candle, new signals. Long. Take that. Entry could have been a lot better. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of stoppage. Tried to place my stop, really couldn't. Let's see. Try it again. Hmm. Nice reversal action there. All right. Took the first signal we got, and it's not doing too much for us just yet. Can we get price to run up here? Small, maybe a break even on that one, honestly. Might have been a break even, which would really piss me off. Nope. Okay. All right, we had to wait one more candle for that one. That would have been sick. Yeah, good call. Actually, I don't mind that. Good call. If we're gonna get so many neutrals, I don't mind that. But we did get along, which is good. So I do appreciate that. That is nice. Andrew. Kyle, I'll move my face again. I like it in the corner, it's just easier for me, but I will move it for you guys. It doesn't really matter. You can see all the signals. Unfortunately, we just don't have a lot of signals today. And so not a whole lot to really see. We should get 2 signals here. Got myself a blank and a blank. Okay, 2 blanks. So we went long right here. Felt like this is probably these two were, well, this one would have been tough to call. This one would have been a better opportunity, but all right. Okay. Good morning, Andrew, my friend. Happy to have you. That's interesting. Okay. Now, with any update that we make, there's always a period of time where we have to kind of relearn the signals. And so that's going to be, today's kind of project. Ideally, I would love a long right here. As I say it goes. Um, so like we have too many neutrals for this. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we'll see what this candle does, but I would like to see long here. I would like to see long here, and I'd like to see long here. We did go long right here though. And so if this is one of those things where we just need to hold these trades a little bit longer, then that's that's something that we can work on. But I would like to know that. Okay. 10 seconds here to our next trade. $30 is blank. Short. Wow. Okay. This makes me nervous. This makes me nervous, but okay. Entry could have been better to execute this type of trade. Okay. Holy cow. That's a hell of a call. Wow. Wow. That was really good. That was really good. We're up 280 for today. Sell again. Okay. I'm nervous about this one though. Okay. First 30 seconds going against us a bit. Placed. Moved. Tightly. We missed out on it quite a bit here. Another excellent call. Didn't see that one coming at all, but okay. Good trades there. All right, so again, we're still not calling the trends very well, and by trend I just mean the most obvious movement, but we have called a lot of these trades decently. 32. Short. 2 sell signals, we'll take that. I think I got a pretty good entry for this one. I think this candle's gonna end up being green, but we got a pretty good spot for this. $323. One of these is going to explode down. I'll be sick. But okay. Good signal there as well. So we have figured out how to go short. We figure out how to go long. Again, I don't necessarily care too much about the direction as long as it's even on both sides. JPC, I'll answer that question in just a moment, my friend. Thank you for asking it though, and welcome to the chat. Welcome. Holy Earth said gold's on fire. I'll look at gold price in a second. 33. Neutral. All right, we'll wait. All right, so gold's on fire. Let's take a look at gold really quick. I'm not gonna look at it, but damn, it is up big. Bitcoin down a little bit. Interesting. Wonder why gold's up so much. Holy Earth, why do you think gold is up so much? Once you get a buy signal, are you selling based upon what the next signal gives, or are you using your own scalping knowledge? JPC 9,000, 9,900. I don't know what your question exactly is. Once you get a buy signal, are you selling based upon what the next signal that ChatGPT will gives you? So I don't know how to answer that question fully because I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, but I'm only taking trades with the software. So when it says go short, we go short. When it says go long, we go long. And then I'm scalping because that's how I like to trade. Short, this one's going to be tough. I probably could let that one run a little bit more. This one might give me a loss. Let's see if we can get price to roll back for us. 10 points, 9 points rather. Tight. Okay, good win there. So I got a sell signal, and that's why I went short. And then I use a trail so that when I am in profit, I don't give it away. It puts us up 338 for today. There are trades that I do maybe get out of a little bit too soon, and there are trades that we catch 80 to 90% of the candle. And this is one of those where, because we use a trail, we're able to be profitable on this candle, somehow going short when in fact it looks like it's going long. 35 is a neutral as well. How do I get a 90% neutral? I don't mind that it's high, but what is that about? Crude is up too. I don't track oil as much. Um, Low gas prices are a sign of recession. High gas prices are a sign of the opposite. Not fully, but that's how you can think about it. So crude oil being up is cool. I have an uncle, I guess uncle in law technically, who does. He sold his business. He's loaded too, but they did recycling, and his business was very much dependent on what the price of oil was, because if oil was too expensive, or if oil was expensive enough, like his business would do very well. If it was too cheap, nobody bothered with paying for his service to recycle. And so he always needed oil to be around $80 a barrel, which was just fascinating. So I always watch it, just kind of like thinking about him. It's really interesting. A long makes sense here, but I'm not going to get it. Really, really fascinating. But he sold it to his business partner, sold his interest. Super fascinating. Deport, welcome, my friend. Happy to have you. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for being in the chat, boys and girls. Mainly boys, but some girls. Mainly men, some women. Said better. All right, but today's a much better day to start. Our stats. We don't have a huge sample size of trades, only 9 trades, but 8 wins. So that's good. Our biggest loss is still smaller than our biggest win, which is always good. So good start to the day today. We just have way less trades. Now, again, some of these trades I'm looking at like we should be trying to take longs. So we'll see. 37 short entry was probably piss poor. Yeah, entry isn't great here. I don't deserve to win this one. Back up 162. Yeah, entry was way too soon. So I think I'd rather be in the long there for sure. There was no chance I was going to win that trade. There was no way I was going to win that one. Of this bot, no doubt, Deport, no doubt. Thank you. When it's got to be good. When it's good, then we'll release it. If we get these results consistently, then we'll definitely release it sooner than later. But I'm getting a ton of neutral signals. I don't love that. I don't mind it as much. I don't love it. I'm not getting long signals like I thought I would. And so I've got this thing trying to predict price reversing, which is fine. I don't mind that. Oh, okay. But it's got to be right. 38. Might get a sell here. Let's see. Nope, nothing. So we will wait as price kind of goes without us for a little bit. We're going to get green on the day. Yep, here we go. That's good. Tesla up another 5%. So much for Tim Walls calling for 225 and dropping. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. Netflix is up quite a bit. Okay. I wonder if Netflix is going to do a stock split, $1,000 stock. I wonder if they're going to do something with it. If I had a publicly traded company, my stock would be super cheap. It'd be like $6. It would be whatever it needs to be to make sure that institutional buyers buy it, but it would be mad cheap. I want people to buy that shit. 39. Okay. Nothing. See, I don't like that we don't have trades here and here. I like to see a long, well, actually we did on 37, this one. But I would like to see a long on this one. And I'd honestly, I'd like to see a long on maybe all these red candles because it's going with the direction. Obviously, we are moving upwards. And I was mentioning this before. I wanted to see if we would be able to do this, but like, I would like to see longs on majority of these candles rather than shorts. Yes, we've nailed a couple, which is awesome, but it's much easier to go long when price is pulling its way up. That I would prefer. So we'll see if there could be just something that might be a reversal type of indicator that we're using, and I can maybe get rid of it if that would help. 40, looks like this one's going to be a short if we were to get one. I would like this as a short. That price action looks very bearish. Yeah. Put a trail and we're good there. Okay. Gold. Yep. IJD. Ideally, the trade should be automatically taken when a signal fires. Detroit Red. There are. Welcome. Astrology. I really disagree with that. I don't know that there should be any automation involved beyond what we're already doing. I don't agree with that. And I think it's going to be that would be very difficult to scale. I don't know that we could actually scale that. We can scale this, but I don't know if we could scale that. Again, I have come to the conclusion, 41, let's see if we get a signal here, but I have come to the conclusion that automated trading just isn't going to be the thing that is going to make us the most amount of money. I don't think so. Now, if you believe differently, go build your own shit. And good luck. I'm not rooting against you. But I'm gonna let that ship sail. We're not gonna do any automated trading for a number of reasons, but the main one is people who make the most money trading on average, majority do not automatically trade. They have very simple systems that calculate a lot of things like this, and they take the trades after they analyze each signal. Because if you do it automatically, you're basically assuming that it's going to be perfect, and you can continue to train it, but there are just some obvious trades you wouldn't take, or you would take, that the automation may or may not. So no, I am fully out on automation when it comes to actually taking the trades for us. Fully out. Let's see, 42. I should get two signals. Neutral. We'll wait. Here we go with this nonsense. Okay, we're gonna go with a. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. That one. We'll get that one out of here. We'll get that out of here as well. J Stores, what's popping? We're not going to do that again. Can it be set to a 5-minute chart? It could. Absolutely could. I like seeing more signals than less. Right now, today, we have very few. But yeah, could be set for that. Could easily be set for that. Bullion, what's going on? It's our best start yet. Not P&L wise, though. P&L wise, we're up a little bit, I believe, right? $162. We haven't had a lot of trades, though. So that's going to be a work in progress. We're, 8 for 10, 80%. Fine. But we just need more signals. And again, ideally, we get some longs in here. So again, fighting the trend is like, it makes sense at times because price really doesn't really do price discovery often. We do oftentimes get reversals, but Oh man, I really would like to see us capture long, 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 long. I'm okay if we don't get this one or we don't get like this one correct. I'm okay if we miss a few, but on average, I would like to see. So 44, I should get two. I got a short here. We'll take that. Throw our stop on there somewhere. And let's let it ride here. Oh, made a couple bucks there. I think we're gonna miss out on this one. Maybe not. Yeah, we definitely missed out on some. Price is moving crazy. Yeah, that's tough. Good call. That's tough. I wanted my stop to be in there nice and tight so that we could get price to run. We didn't get what we thought we were gonna get. We did not get what we thought we were gonna get. Sell signal here. Stop. I thought we got a pretty decent entry here. I thought we did, but maybe not. There we go. What? All right. We're up almost 200 bucks today. Good. All right. Oh, Jen Yen, see you. Timeout. Put you in timeout as well. Deport, but it's interesting to me a lot. It's giving me more brain power to spend on my options. How do you mean? Let's see what we got here. 46. Torsai. If you guys listened, which you might be new around here, so that's not a big deal, but I've been doing automation for quite a bit, for quite some time. Like since 2023, I think. I believe. Now the systems and what I was using are different now than they were then, but no, I've come to that conclusion. Oh yeah, let's get you out of here as well. I've come to that conclusion. Unfortunately, let's do this. My favorite part is that when I put all these people in timeout or remove them from the chat, I never get messages about it. So I know it's all nonsense. Good God. Here we go. Okay. 47. Good old Andy. Just disappointed. I don't want to work with him. Poor guy. Basically, I can just watch signals, futures, and do my option trading more. Yeah, you definitely could. Definitely could deport for sure. Yep. I'm a big proponent of just focusing on one thing at a time. But if it works for you, then do it. All right. So I'm not upset about our lack of signals per se, as much as I thought I would be. We haven't really had a ton of opportunity. Um, let's see, 10 wins, 2 losses, 83%. Okay. I'm okay with this here. I just today is this was a decent chance for us to maybe test some longs here, and we didn't. Tested a bunch of shorts. I don't mind that, as price hasn't really gone higher than at 938, peaked up here as well, but for the past 10 minutes or so, it hasn't done a whole lot. 48 gives me a sell signal. We'll take that. Might be a little early. It's not a, oh, that's on me. That's on me. Good signal. I messed that one up. My bad. So price has been kind of jumpy, and so what I wanted to do was just slide my stop right underneath where our entry was, and then we'll see if price falls. A lot of times, what we've been seeing is price makes these low wicks, and then it rolls back up, and so we don't want to get ourselves into or let a winning trade go into a losing trade. But at times, when price is jumpy like this, when we try to slide our stop, it gets hit, and we miss out on potential gains we could have had. So, okay. All right, noted. But right now, this price action isn't conducive to letting our trade run. If I was in a trade right now, I don't even know which direction I prefer. So that looks like it might be coming down. I don't mind that though. Look, the system. You're not even looking at the thing, bro. Timeouts. See you later. Oh, Portuguese. I remember you as well. Let's put you there. Unfortunately, I've got a really good memory as well. So we'll see you guys in 24 hours. You guys are in timeout for 24 hours. Luciano, what's good? What a weird thing. You guys have nothing better to do? That's the most loser shit I've ever seen. Damn. All right. That looked like it was coming down and it did. Let's see what we got here. 50. Sell signal. All right, I tried to time that one up decently. I might have to suffer a little bit of drawdown here. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I thought I could get it so that we would get most of the drawdown that we're going to see on this candle, but nope. This might be a full reversal. Yeah, I think so. All right, so we tried it. It didn't work. There really wasn't a chance here for that to be profitable. So we missed our chance here. And again, this next candle could come all the way down. Oh. Yeah, we just didn't time it right. So I entered, I don't know, 46. It rolled up to 55. It had to be about 10. I gave it less than 10 points, which I think is pretty fair considering the ATR is at. ATR's at 15. Okay. Tricky there. Tricky there. Okay. 51. Nothing. That's a tough candle to trade on. That's really interesting here. This one is interesting to me. That's tough. That's tough. I should have given it more space considering where the ATR is, but I thought we could time it right. I thought we got a pretty good entry on 1 minute chart and switch to 2 minute, 3 minute, and that acknowledge accurate direction. Maybe, John. Maybe. Maybe, John. John's question is, if you train it on the 1 minute, could that help with the 2 minute? It could. With accuracy bullion today, it's a little higher than it was before. We're only up $20 though. We don't have as many signals today, but we're 11 for 14 or 78%. So solid. We gotta catch a couple. We missed out on, I think it was this candle here. We missed a little bit there, and then obviously we took a loss here. So there's just a little bit of refinement to do. But we made some adjustments, and I'm happy with the adjustments. We just have way more neutral signals than I'm used to. That looks very bullish to me. We'll wait. So 52, nothing. Okay, nothing on both of those. But again, this is price action that is going to be tough to predict. I would like to see. Actually, it shouldn't be too difficult. Rather, this was decent. A couple shorts here. We were a candle late on this one right here. We were just a candle late. Not bad, I guess. Not terrible. Not terrible. I don't trade the 2 or 3 minute chart, John. It's not really my thing, but you can if you want. You can. The signals being on a 1 minute chart can make it so that you can trade whatever chart you want to. So if you want to be on a 4-hour chart and then you want to find your entries, well, then you'll just look and say, okay, I got price coming up to a resistance point here, and then eventually you'll see way less neutrals. See a bunch of sell signals, okay, I'll take a sell. You want to be on a 5-minute chart, do the same thing. Then being on a 1 minute chart gives, I think, the most amount of people the ability to trade the most signals. I just don't prefer to trade on anything but a 1 minute chart. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps. I need to do this actually. should get 2 signals here. Now this would be an opportunity for us to look at a long. I would like to see that. Sell. Gosh, this is gonna be tough. All right, I think, well, I'll try to get the peak of this one. Placed. Wow, that's an incredible signal. Yeah, get about 100 bucks on that one. Maybe a little more could have came from that, but not bad. Good call there. Well, it was a good call. Now it's a bad call. See, even though we made money on this one, I would still prefer, even if we got into a trade had to deal with a ton of drawdown, I would still prefer this to be long, this to be long. These three right here would be long. So I just got to get probably just our one of our models here to be on the same page. 55 is a neutral, so we'll wait. But I'm not upset about our performance today. It's obviously much better. Taking fewer trades, but we'll see. Okay. New signal here. Again, a long would make a lot more sense in my head. Not that it would be right, but just that we'd be going with the trend. We'll wait on that one. Um, I would love that. We'll wait though. Good. What else? Keep going here. Okay. Again, I would have been totally wrong, but I would like to see this bad boy go with the flow every once in a while. Because again, we were wrong on this one, going short. So I don't mind going long if we get wrong on a couple of these. But if we were to catch some of this, that'd be nice. 57 gives me a neutral. Want to wait. Reborn. Yeah. Slower day for sure. We should be good. Clean all that up here. All right. Let's keep rolling. 58, we should get 2 signals. Price kind of stuck in the mud again. A little bit of break free here, but not a whole lot. 58 gives me a what? Is my dashboard down now? Gosh dang it. I need a heads up on this shit. All right. Okay. Well, we'll hang tight for a little bit. When we do the replay, I'll be able to cut up a lot of these times in between trades. But we got no signals right now. Let's look at our 10-year and 1 year. Okay, 1 year down a little bit, 10-year up. Okay. I don't like the 10-year being up. New signal here. All right. 59 is a sell. We can jump into that. It's given us enough room to move that we could potentially make some profit here if it pulls back just enough. There it is. Okay. 142 for today. Probably not the best signal in the world. All right, let's see. We had minor update to the signals. Let's see what happens here. At 10 a.m. Central, I get what? A delayed signal for sure. Long. Should get 2 here. And a short. I don't know what to do with that. We'll wait. One of these will be right. Okay. 56. Okay. John asks, what does the 10-year being up represent? Well, a lot of things. One is going to be just the outlook on what the economy is doing, inflation, and ultimately, let's get a new signal here. 10:01. Answer that question in just a moment. Got myself a long, slightly delayed long. Well, that stunk. That wasn't a good one. Maybe I didn't give enough room. We'll see. Maybe my entry was a little bit bad. We'll find out. 10-year represents a lot. So 10-year overall, when it's higher, okay, we're expecting rates to be higher for longer. So we expect rates to be at about 4% over the next 10 years, as that's a decent, we call a fair rate. So there's that. So if the 10-year comes down dramatically, then we expect that, well, I guess there are a couple of things. Number one is the lower interest rates are, okay, typically the worse the economy is. So the 10-year being where it is isn't a huge deal. But if it were to drop dramatically, take a sell right here. Oh, I have a sell and a long. All right, now, okay, we made an update that I don't love. Let me see if I can get something here. Hold on. Ultimately, treasuries are another way to look at the overall market. That was a hell of a signal, actually. Oh, did I miss it? No, I was in it. How the hell did we lose on that one? Looking like a sell signal here potentially. Long signal. Oh gosh. Okay, we'll take that. That doesn't look friendly now, does it? There we go. 8 points here. Closer to 9 points. Or 8 points rather. Probably should have gone short on that. Okay, don't love that. Okay. All right, we updated some settings and that didn't turn out to be a good choice. Let's see what we got here. Markets are still green. Okay. New signal is a sell. A little late to this one, kind of per usual. Let's see if we can jump in and get some profit here. So I've got mixed again. I don't love that. I'm about to get stopped out of this one. Yeah. Let me do something here. Let me turn off the 1 minute. Let me do something here. So the 10-year being up actually is solid for the economy. The higher that we have interest rates, essentially what we're trying to do is slow down the economy a bit as inflation is high. And so we've seen the 10-year trail off quite some time. We're going to not get a signal here. We can go to the 10-year really quick and look at it. But a lot of times it's really just a, why is this last minute just a, good grief. We go to the daily, auto, we go to the monthly actually. And so we again, we haven't really seen rates this high in a minute. So here's 2023, we're up at almost 5%. You lock in 5% per year. That's pretty nice for 10 years. That's pretty good. Now that it's coming down a little bit, we kind of have a better control of what the economy is doing, or the markets are doing rather. But I always keep an eye on it because it's a good indication of what our interest rates probably going to do. Like that's number one. And then the second thing is it does kind of give you strength as to what the market is doing. How strong is the actual stock market and the real economy? Because the bond market itself is 3 times the size of the stock market. So it's a much better indicator of what is going on. So we'll sell signal here. Okay, stop. Okay. Not looking friendly so far. Whoa. Let's see if this thing can pull back for us. After all that, if we're only going to collect a few dollars, it doesn't really seem worth it to me. Yeah, we're out of that one too. All right, we're down 470 again. Dang it. All right. Well, we should just match these up, I think. Probably a much smoother idea. All right, we made an update and I don't love it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Timeout, Austin. See you, buddy. Always these weird names. A sell signal here. Take that. Stop. All right, we haven't won a trade here in the past couple trades, so we got to get back on track. There we go. Oh, there we go. Finally a win. We've definitely destroyed our win rate so far, but we got to get back on track here. We're at what, 15 and 7, back to 68. So we gotta get it going here again. Good. Andy says hi. That's good. That's good. I really appreciate it. You guys helped grow the channel. That's awesome. I really couldn't ask for much more. YouTube thanks you a lot. Sell signal. We can't take that. We missed it already. Andy says hi. Good old Andy. What a lame. Timeout as well. Okay. And then we're going to do this. Oh, Andy. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That would have been a really nice signal to catch, though. Okay. I don't like that we're getting 2 different ones for our 1 minute and 2 minute. I don't love that. I like them to match up a little bit better. A good signal there. All right, let's see what we have here. 09 gives me a what? A long signal? We're going to wait on that. We're not going to take that one. We'll wait. It could be right, but we're going to wait for that one. Oh, this is so easy. You guys make it so easy for me. See ya. Oh, yeah. Easy. I need to make somebody else a moderator in here so I can get rid of this stuff. Oh, don't worry. All right, next signal here. 3, 2, 1. Let's find out. 10. That bad boy is gone. I should get 2 though. I have 2 long signals. Wow, okay. So we'll take that. Let's see what we got. Nice. Small victory there. Not in love with it, but good call for the start at least. So we'll see. We'll see. Damn, that's a hell of a call though. Good work there. Okay, I do like that we're getting more long and shorts. I do like that. I do like that. We did call a long on this candle right here, and that would have been a really terrible call. So I'm glad we avoided that one. Let's see here. 11's a short. Okay. Nice. Good trade there. Trading back a little bit. Good. That's better. Good, 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 good. While you work, we'll take that one out of here too. That's not good. See ya. Next one. Yep. There we go. 12. I've got a long and a short. We'll wait. This is so easy. Trade. Come to the comments. Andy's little sensitive ass. Poor guy. A poor guy. Hey, he hurt my feelings. We should attack him online. God, you gotta touch grass. You know what I mean? Like, you guys gotta touch grass. This is so easy for me. You get little internet dorks you get to me. Come on now. Come on now. You're watching YouTube live commenting? You gotta be lame. Has to, Kyle. Kyle's right. Has to. This is so funny. All right, long signal here at 13. All right, I'll take it. Let's see. Ooh, bad choice. Let's see. Move it up just a little bit. Tighter stop than we would like. Let's see if price can stop here. If it can, cool. If it can't, then we'll be out of the trade. Kind of looking at this as my reference. New signal here in about 15 seconds. New candle, rather. Ooh, we tried to place it. We couldn't. New candle here in 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Might get stopped out before this candle evens up. Okay. Have a long here as well. Manchu is piss poor for this candle too, but let's see if it can run for us without any drawdown. That's kind of what we need. That's not kind of, it is exactly what we need. Have a long and a short. Yeah, this one's going to come down to us. Or not. Protect our loss here. Good. Nice. Just a little early. Good trade there. Oh no. Oh, I got you, bro. Don't even worry about it. This is so easy. This is so easy. Oh, Paris, what a good message. What a good message, Paris. One thing about the internet is it's more of an amplifier of a personality. And so there's not much you can really do. Not much you can do with the internet. You just gotta let things go. That's why I mean, I'm not gonna get preachy here, but that's why it's so important that you can't put everything into being online. It'll never work out. You always have people who are upset, mad, don't like you. Doesn't matter. Okay, cool. I had to learn this a long time ago. That most people are not going to like you anyway, so there's no point in trying to please everyone. But what's interesting about this guy, it just has a weird backstory. He just likes to DM and comment about wanting to help, which is like great. But I say, no, I'm okay. No, thanks. I don't want to. And he got really upset about it, and he continues to get upset about it. Okay, actually pretty good entry here. I'm gonna see what this trade's talking about. It says long for both, and I'm cool with that, but let's just see what happens here. Let's move this down just a tad. 8-point stop. We did get some upward movement. That's nice, but let's see what we have here. Both of these signals give me a long, so I'm cool with that. You were right. You were right. 40. You were wrong. I think this one's gonna be wrong too, but let's try it. Yeah, we're down 3 something. All right, not bad. Not bad. Okay. System really, really likes reversals. Really likes reversals, and I think that's got to be the thing that we want to get rid of is it wanting to call for reversals. Okay, 17. Got a long here again. This one, let's just see what happens with this one. Okay. Good. Super tight stop here. Yep, nice. Puts down 190. Good trade there. Good stuff there. Just about. Okay. Good call there. Let's see what this next one is then. Sell signal. Six-point stop, which is pretty light for where we are, but if we're going to be wrong, we'll be wrong. I'm not going to allow a loss to balloon. Let's see. Good. Not good. Not great. And a neutral signal. Okay. So no and no. All right. For sure. For sure. For sure. 19. Let's see here. Okay. My signal is sell. All right, stop right there. This is one of those where I think the candle's going to end up being green, but we could make profit on it if it pulls back enough. But I don't know if I love a short on this candle here. Hell no. All right. So we've got, okay. All right. Stats show us that we are sitting at about 65%, so about the same as yesterday or so. We were better at the beginning, but not as good. Let's see. Okay. Long signal there and a short, no good. So we'll wait for that. Wait for that. Alan, is it hard making money trading? Yeah, I think so. I think it's difficult to make money trading. We do have a winning strategy. Like we do know the predictive model works. We've gotten payouts from that. But the idea is, and we knew it's been a week since we got this new rollout. The idea is that if this we can make this thing better or as good as it possibly can get, then we should be able to make even more money with this. That's the idea. So we're just watching something being built. We've been building it for a few weeks now. I guess this whole month rather. But the machine learning side of it is a week old, so not bad. ChatGPT had us profitable, I would say, or I mean, we were profitable. Um, but if we really want to make sure this thing continues to improve, we're going to have to use machine learning, and you have to train it. And training it is difficult because it doesn't learn exactly what I want it to learn every time, which is okay. It just takes time. It's been a week. It has been a week, and I'm more impatient than anybody else. But at times, it's like, listen, it's been 7 days, 5 market days, 6 market days now. Like, I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. So much so that our boy Andy, he really wants a part of it. He just can't get any. It sucks. Poor guy. All right, stop out there. Smacked. Okay, smacked. Bad one there. Good one there. I think this is what I need to do though. I think that's the solution. Yes. We'll start with that. Test something out here. So we reintroduced, we took out one model, one AI model that we didn't think was doing very well. And we reintroduced Chat GPT back. So custom AI model, Chat GPT. When they agree, we get signal one way or the other. Now, early in this, in the live stream, we had not many trades, but we were pretty accurate. Not ultra profitable because we weren't trading with the trend very well, but we were accurate a lot, which is good. You can scale that. Now we've gotten more trades. We're way less accurate, so that's not great. Because we changed some weighting around. And so let's see if we can do that again here and flip it over. All right, so new signal here at 23 will be what? A long? Okay, let's go stop. That's better. Okay, 1 for 1 there. We're down 570. Let's see how close to even we can get here. Good trade there. I think this is what I want. Let's watch this trade or this candle all together though. Okay. Evan on it here at the office. Tough. That's tough. Ayana, that's tough. I really appreciate that. Probably best looking person in the office, honestly. Probably. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, new signal here. Wait for it. Short and oh wow, okay. Two shorts. Could be wrong, but let's see. Small victory. Yep. Okay. Not a terrible call, not great, but not terrible either. Our timing was better than anything there. Uh, Timeout. This is easy. I'm pretty sure this guy, I gotta figure out how he's doing this. He keeps getting into the chat, but it's always these random names that don't make any sense. 25 is a short, we'll take that as well. A little late to this one. Small victory there, could add a little more. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how he does this. I'm trying to figure out how he does this. What a fucking loser, but I'm trying to figure out how he does this though. It's gotta be like you join as a guest. That's the only way I could think of this. I think so. I'm figuring it out though. Nothing I can really do about it. I don't mind, but it's just hard work for him. No, symbol. Here we go. Yes. All right. So, ooh, that was a crazy signal. Okay. All right. That was actually a good signal if price is going to jump like that. They are Paris for sure. I just don't know how you do that. Like, I'm not a big. I don't spend a bunch of my time creeping on social media, so I'm not totally familiar. But it feels like that, which isn't hard. You just have to get rid of them. But I'm gonna place it. That we had a chance to really capture some money there, and we didn't, which is fine. But yeah, that had to be a break even for sure. All right, 64%. These signals seem to be a little bit better, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know how you. I'm just not sure what the whole bot thing is. I'm pretty. Maybe you could pay somebody to do it. I'm not sure. But all you have to do is report all of them, and then the IP address gets tracked, and then it's a wrap. So we'll just keep doing that. It's probably all coming from the same place. We're at the office laughing. That makes no sense. Because who the fuck has time to. What are we doing? All right, long there. Definitely don't like my position here. Want to release the stop, just can't yet. There it is. What is that? Made some money there though, but like, damn. The good thing with Tradevate, or the best thing with Tradevate, is that we can get some of these fills. If we're on TradingView, it'd just be impossible. It would be borderline impossible. So, yep, yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you end up like a bot farm or something, then which I'm sure YouTube has their own thing, but like you're end up getting banned, and that'd be weird. Technically bad signals here. We should be going short, but we were able to squeeze out some profit before we got punched out. And again, price is super choppy. So we'll wait. Okay, 28 gives me a long, two longs. That's not good. Let's see if it can pop for us, because right now it's looking like it's going to drop on us. Yeah. Try this again. Been wrong on all these. 29. I think this is yeah, this is the same thing we had yesterday. Yeah, okay. No, okay. Now I get it. Now I get it. This price dropping. We should be going short, short, short. So same thing. Okay. My apologies. Because we had the same, I thought we had the same, they could be. Maybe they are Chat GPT bots. I don't know. Now with Chat GPT, you really can't, nah, with Chat GPT, there is no such thing as, you can't make bots for you. Unfortunately, you can't. Let's see, remove, see you later. There we go. Okay. I'm guessing I got a new long signal here. I got a short. Okay, not bad. Not bad. That's a hell of a signal. Hell of a signal. Okay. All right. Okay. I think. Okay. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Does make for an entertaining live chat though. Must be on to something. Must be on to something. Poor Andy. Guy just wants to be liked and wants to be a help. But I guess I'm just a good judge of character. Don't want to work with you, and this is how you do it. Long signal here. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think we chose the wrong one. I think we chose to pair ChatGPT with the wrong custom bot. I think that's what happened here. Because I changed some weightings around. So at first they were equal weight. And we got a ton. We got a ton of neutrals. And then you give Andy too much credit. Nah, not really. Not really. He's kind of he cried about me not wanting to work with him, so it must be something. He cries a lot, apparently. Anyway, I think I chose to pair ChatGPT with the wrong machine learning bot. That's what I think. Because yesterday is very reminiscent of what we're seeing today, which is we get stuck on one side. And I would agree, Discover for me, I would agree with that. Like these are bad signals. That's the whole point. But I think there are some simple fixes here. We just have to find the right one. Once we find the right one, well, then we're off to the races. But I think we have chosen the wrong one. Let's see. Let's see. Right there, 8 points. Trying to slide it with it. Yep, out of there. Okay, that's actually a good signal. This one was bad. Actually, was good. That's bad. You're not great either. I'm wondering. No, I'm wondering. All right. All right. I thought today would be our better day. Nope. Nope. Kind of hit a ceiling on easy adjustments. Now we're working through the tougher ones. Yes. And we got to find the right pairing. All right, 34. 34 gives me a long. We'll just wait for this one. There's a lot of emphasis put on reversals. I don't love that. Mm, mm, hmm. Yeah, so I think the biggest thing here is, well, trying to find the right matches, but we're putting a lot of emphasis on reversals, like trying to let price or trying to find where price is going to reverse. And a lot of that has to do with, well, price action looks mostly like this. Like for the most part, it's pretty back and forth, pretty choppy. Maybe not through here, maybe not through here. But we're trying to find the right spot for price to turn around, which if you call longs enough times on all of these, you're going to get something right. Okay, but that's not what we want. We'd rather go short from whatever time that was, 10:26 all the way to now. Like the last 9 candles should all should all be should all be shorts. Let's put, we're not even trying anymore. You guys aren't even trying. It's gonna be really embarrassing when we figure this out. It's gonna be real ugly. I don't think so. I don't think so. There we go. All right, so good call there. But that's all. I think we've got an issue with the data we're sending as far as weighting goes for reversals. So let me just jot that down. Oh shit, I just broke my pen. Boat. I don't know what boat means. I really don't. I don't care to find out either. I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay, we're putting some names in here finally. Finally. Good God. Finally. All right. Okay. Hmm. So we just got to adjust some weights on what we emphasize here is what I think is going to be the next piece here. And so right now we put a lot of emphasis on reversals. No problem with that, especially when price is chopping like this. I'm cool with that. We put a lot less emphasis on like what price is doing overall. Let's get rid of these drawings here. And so like some of this stuff isn't hard. Like what would our win rate be if we went short on every single one of these candles? Well, -2 candles probably pretty good, right? What would it be here if we went long on all of these? And so I just want to see, can we weight this properly so that we do catch this and then we would catch like this too as well. Because the choppiness stuff, like we'll win some, we'll lose some, not worried about that, especially if we're going short from like here to here. We'll lose a few, we'll win a few, we shouldn't, whatever. But the way that we're going to get the most amount of profit possible is catching these moves up and these ones down consecutively. Yanko says excuse after excuse. This is what testing looks like. This is what testing looks like. So you try some things, you see if it works or not. Well, and then you go back to the drawing board. That's the whole goal. That's the whole game, baby. That's the whole game. Nothing else to it. All right. Okay, so long trade here. Not a huge fan of it, but we're at VWAP, so I get it. So I get it. So hard. Yeah, for sure. Timeout. Yeah. See you. Okay, cool. All right. Good old Andy. Good old Andy. I found his LinkedIn name, Andy Jang. Uh, yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Actually, yeah, that's false as well. Which means that is not his name, which is even more embarrassing. You gotta make up your stuff also. It's embarrassing as fuck. Bust out another 1,000. If you got it, spend it, dog. Okay, so this is kind of what we're saying here. All right, which I'm somewhat impressed with its ability to be wrong this many times in a row while price is obviously running down, which means it can easily be fixed. We just have to find the right one. We have to find the right calculations for it. Gotta find the right information for it. Boom. I'm wondering. Hmm. Okay. Okay. No, I've got it. Yep. We're gonna do this for sure. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So one of the things that I think I need to adjust, and we'll test it tomorrow, we'll know for sure, is waiting so that we ride momentum more than we ride potential reversals, which this is going to be a tricky one because if we take out or stop trying to catch reversals, what could happen is that we take too many trades in the right direction or in a same direction and we neglect some of these that are going to pull back. But I think I'm willing to try. I think I'm willing to try because if we get this right, we can kind of mess up some of the junk, but catch the nice moves. That'll be easy. Catch the nice moves, mess up a couple of the trades up here. Not a big deal. But that's what I think I'm going to do. We're going to redo the script a little bit. I'm going to take out, I think, two pieces, and then we'll test it again tomorrow. Well, I'll test it this afternoon as well, but test it again tomorrow. I think that would be helpful, but we'll find out. So again, always a work in progress. Always a work in progress. We'll call it a day for today. If you guys have questions, let me know certainly. But I'm going to go back. We're going to rewrite the script. We're going to take out a piece, and then that might cause us to have to retrain and restart training. But that's okay if we get what I want, which is price to take mostly shorts over here, and then mostly longs here, and mostly longs here. So we're going to test that. We're going to see. We'll be back tomorrow. And then, per usual, we'll be as transparent as we possibly can and show you guys the results because that's what we're here for. So, if you guys have questions, let me know. Happy to have you, John. I appreciate it. We will continue to grind. I will not stop. No matter how much poor little Andy wants to cry and tear up and make comments, no matter how much, we're going to continue to roll here. So, I got some work to do. I'll be at this grind for another 5-6 hours, 7 hours, and we'll get it going. I will see you guys. Have a good one. Peace.